And specifically, DBIR called out that in their section under social engineering and under AI, where kind of some of this pretexting is being talked about. They partnered this year with Anthropic. I think that's where they got the 69 mentions from, is they're talking about it a lot more. I suspect that people besides myself, because I did email Verizon about this, and I did, reach out to a number of people at Verizon and mention, hey, like, this is not in line with what my expectations were. Like, usually I really rely on this publication, and I think that there's a lot more experts that are saying more than once in such a large report, a lot more about what's happening in AI, even if you don't have the data, whatever it is. So the lag on DBIR, they mentioned, given the rate of change in AI capabilities, it might be obsolete by the time the report is finally published. So they're talking about, in this paragraph here, defenders are kind of besieged by more use of AI by attackers. This is something we knew about. Realis, we talked about this at MITRE AttackCon last year. We gave the talk there about like how MITRE Atlas and MITRE attack frameworks and matrix and framework are used by organizations and where there's some opportunities. But they're saying but they're not really unlocking the novel or rare attack services. And so Project Glasswing, we talked about Mythos last week, but you need to talk about it for your board a couple weeks ago, is all about vulnerability discovery. So the Glasswing project, looking at vulnerability discovery, DBIR has historically been heavy on, hey guys, patch your stuff, patch your stuff, patch your stuff. They're looking this year at how there's a slowing rate of defenders being able to patch and remediate. It's very interesting that in context of an accelerated rate of vulnerability discovery, we're also seeing a slowing rate of remediation. That's something to watch, in addition to kind of the bringing counterintelligence and counterespionage topics and themes. And then finally, the so what. This is what I want to get to about MITRE, because I have my own bias, right? Like, this is research that I did last year. And gave my little talk about. So I'm gonna get on my soapbox here and kind of compare some of the research in DBIR to some of the research that we've done as a firm, more forthcoming, and we've got some people coming out to talk about that as well. But we gave a talk last October, and we were talking about endemic, industry-wide global controls inadequacies, right? So what we brought together for MITRE AttackCon was, here's how AI is really impacting governance. Here's how AI is, impacting organizations. What are the risks to address now? We have a little zine that we give out. I kind of screenshotted out of it, but we've been telling people how to understand AI threat landscape, what the threat actors are doing, as well as how to understand AI governance.